What's up? Today I'm going to be doing the third episode of First Run Reviews. Today I'll be doing a review on the Discraft Thrasher as a stability rating of 0.4, which means an understable distance driver. I'm going to throw the Thrasher on a forehand. I'm not going to throw it terribly hard just because how unstable it is. I'm going to throw on a little hyzer and let it come down by the basket. The Thrasher felt comfortable in my hand for a forehand shot. I threw on a little bit of hyzer and it flipped it flat, got a little turn left, and then finished right, which is a great disc for forehanding if you don't have a lot of power. I'm going to try the Thrasher on a hyzer flip shot. Should be really great because the unstable disc should get a nice flight out of it. When I threw it on a hyzer shot to try and get a hyzer flip out of it, it pretty much just turned right the whole way. It was a little bit more unstable than I expected, but I was throwing into a little bit of a headwind, so and a little tailwind, I could probably get the flight that I wanted. I'm now going to throw the Thrasher on a turnover shot. It's really unstable, so it should be really good for this. When I threw the Thrasher on a turnover shot, it pretty much held the turnover the whole way. It went about 300 feet, which wasn't bad because it was a headwind. And I'm now going to throw the Thrasher on a roller. It's really unstable, so it should be great for this. Thrasher is really unstable on a roller. It's almost too unstable for that shot just because it turned right away. I'm going to be now throwing the Thrasher on a max power drive. I will be throwing it to 8's basket. Alright, I'm going to see how far I can get it to go. I only got the Thrasher to go about 400 feet, which wasn't really great, but I was throwing into a headwind, and it was just really an unstable disc for how hard I threw it. So I think if I threw it a little softer next time, I could get it a little further. Well, my overall impressions of the Thrasher is that it's a very unstable disc, but that is good for some players. If you have a slower arm speed, this could be a great disc for you just to get a little bit more distance. Me, though, I don't really care for it just because it is very unstable. When I threw it flat, it pretty much always goes right into a roller. Let's talk about the brim a little bit. The brim on the Thrasher is not super wide, but I think it's still about 11 speed. So, if you are a slower arm player, it's not like any of your forces or nukes where it's uncomfortable to throw. I have other Thrashers that are not nearly this unstable. I think it is just because it is the first run mold, which they always tend to be a little bit more flippy than stock runs.